So new file. And we're going to write some crappy tests here. We're just going to do the whole suite just to show you the power. Deploy and upgrade test.t.sol. You know the drill. SPDX, license, identifier, MIT, contract, deploy and upgrade test is test. Import test from forge std/test.sol. Pragma, Solidity 0.8.18. We got to do a whole bunch more imports. We're going to need to import deploy box from /script/deploybox.s.sol. Import upgrade box. You know, this is what we're actually testing from /script-upgradebox.s.sol. We're going to import box v1 from, thank you, GitHub Copilot, and box v2. We're probably going to need to import more stuff, but it's fine. Function setup. What do we want to set up here? Well, let's get a deploy box, public, deployer, upgrade box, public, upgrader. And we'll do an address, public, owner equals, make ADDR, owner. And we're going to say deployer equals new deploy box, upgrader equals new upgrade box. Okay, cool. And we probably should write a whole bunch of tests, but for this video, I'm just going to write one. We'll say box v1, public box v1, and we'll say box v1 equals deployer.run. We're going to have to wrap box v1 like this. Cool. So we have our box v1. It gets deployed. Our deployer.run is a deploy box. Run returns the address of the proxy, not the address of the box v1, right? Returns the address of the proxy, not the box v1. So we can even call this, to make it more clear, box v1 public proxy, since this is actually a proxy address. Actually, let's do this even better. Address public proxy. And this is why before we were working with addresses, because it can be kind of confusing to know what it is. The proxy, right? The proxy, and it right now points to box v1. Cool. Hopefully that's more clear. So now we'll do a function, test upgrades, like this, and we'll just test the whole darn system. So we have the box, we have the proxy address pointing to box v1. Now in our upgrade box, in our run, we went ahead and did all this, but for now, let's just use this upgrade box functionality because so I can show you a little bit more granularly what's actually happening, right? So test upgrade. Let's deploy our own box v2. We do it in run. We could 100% do it in run, but I want to do it myself. So I'm going to say box v2 equals box v2, or box 2 equals new box v2 vm.prank. I'll do that. Box v2 box 2. Now I'm going to say address proxy equals upgrader.upgrade box proxy, which is just an address of box 2. So our upgrade box here, all it's doing is saying, okay, cool, get the proxy for box v1 and now point it to v2. So we're calling that in our test here. And now we could do unit 256 expected value equals 2. And we could say assert equal. Oh, actually, we shouldn't even set this. Let's not even set this, right? So this address is going to be the same. We're never resetting this address. We're being very clear about that. Boom, proxy deployed here. Boom, we're never changing the address. So it's always going to be this address. Now what we can do though is we can say assert equal expected value is box v2 on the proxy address dot version. If this works, this means that on the proxy address, which originally pointed to box v1, it's now pointing to box v2. We could also do box v2 proxy dot set value, or what do we call it? Box v2 set number. We'd say like 7 or something, right? Then we could say assert equal 7 box v2 proxy dot get number, like this. And we could even add another function, test proxy starts as box v1, right? Public, we could say vm.expect revert with calling this function, because set number doesn't exist on box v1. So if we try calling set number on the proxy, it should fail. So let's run these one at a time. Forge test -m. This should indeed revert. Great. And then let's test this, and this should indeed upgrade. Forge test -m, test upgrades. Oh, we failed. Let's get some granular detail here. -vv. Left is 7, right is 0. Set number, get number. Oops, we forgot to actually add set number in here. So let's do number equals underscore number. Whoops. Now let's run that test. And boom, it passes. We have successfully upgraded our box. This is very exciting. So